I'm going to be sharing with you my most recent fall purchases at MAC. So this is pretty much anything that I've purchased in the past, I would say month or two, at MAC stores. So I'm going to start right away with my lip purchases. The first purchase is a cult classic. It's called Saint-Germain and it's a vibrant, bright Barbie pink. And here it is. So it's definitely for the daring in my opinion. I mean, it's very, very Barbie pink. I wouldn't suggest wearing this in the fall. It's not a very fall friendly color, at least not for myself, but I definitely do like it in the summer. I actually ran out of the shade and that's why I wanted to repurchase it, but I haven't actually worn it probably in the fall at all. Just because it's a little too bright pink for my liking for the season. Obviously, during the fall we like to wear darker shades, you know, plums, burgundies, maybe some browns, some nude shades. This is a little too summery for my liking, however, it's definitely a must-have for anyone who likes experimenting with different shades of pink. The second shade is a very bold shade and definitely not for many people in my opinion. It's MAC's Cyber and it's probably the darkest shade that they have in their normal collection. Cyber is a almost black, deep purple, and I have hesitated purchasing this several times because, you know, you can't wear it every day. You can maybe wear it like once a week type of thing, but I realized that I've started mixing it with more shades and it's a great base if you want to darken any of your other shades. The third shade that I got was MAC Rebel, and Rebel definitely can be worn by itself. So it's a deep plummy, I would say actually just a standard plum, and I'm actually wearing it right now, and you can see it's not too dark, it's not light, it is probably suitable for most skin tones, and all you need is a good liner. Actually for the last two shades you definitely need a good liner. For the first one, Saint-Germain, you know, I like lining my lips, but it's not a must. So the reason why I like to use Cyber is because if you use Cyber as a base to this shade Rebel, you're basically darkening up the shade by a few shades. Right now I'm wearing Rebel on its own. If I were to add some Cyber as a base, which I'll show you right away, it obviously makes it a little more evening-ish, a little more dramatic, a little more vampy, and this is a really nice look for going out. So definitely great for the fall and great as a base. Obviously I'd put it under the lighter shade, so start off with Cyber, pat your lips to remove maybe a coat, and then once it's dry, then you put the lighter shade on top and it'll just darken it up a little bit. The last shade is MAC's Ruby Woo. And again, this is a cult classic. I have explained this in my last video, which is my favorite fall lipsticks. It's a very matte shade of red, however a great perfect shade of red, which again is probably suitable for all skin tones. So definitely a must-have. I would say out of all these four shades are the last two, which are Rebel and Ruby Woo. For the last two lip products, I have here a lip liner, and this I bought to go in conjunction with Ruby Woo, and it's called Kiss Me Quick. It's a pro longwear lip liner, so it's actually meant to last longer. And here it is, so it literally matches to the T with Ruby Woo, and again long wearing, which is great to use as a base to your lipstick. The next MAC product that I bought was MAC's lip liner in Currant, and this goes great with both Rebel and with Cyber, so I'm going to just show you under it. Now of course there is a darker shade at MAC, which I'll list below, which would go perfectly well with Cyber, but I think if you were only to buy one shade, which I've done, this is a great shade that can go with, you know, a little bit lighter or pretty much the same color lipstick. Now the main difference between both lip pencils is very simple. The price is, I think this Pro Longwear one is about maybe $3-4 more, and this is supposed to be long wearing. This is actually activated, so they say, by sharpening the pencil, and that's when you would apply it. So to activate the, you know, long lasting ingredients, you would sharpen it. As opposed to this is a standard lip pencil. You can probably get a similar shade by NYX. I'm gonna get into blushes. So I actually didn't purchase many blushes. I only purchased one, and it's called Loverush. I get them in a pan because I like to put them in a palette, and it's again a nice plum shade for the fall. And here it is. So it's on my finger and on my hand. And you really don't need too much of the shade, right? It's extremely dark if you were to go over it several times. For my skin tone, I think one gentle dab with your brush is sufficient enough to cover your cheek. So this is a great fall shade again. I wouldn't wear this during the summer again, just because the whole spectrum for the fall is, you know, plummy, burgundy, deeper colors, richer colors. This is very reminiscent of what's in style, what's in fashion right now for the fall. The last purchases that I made are eyeshadows, and I didn't purchase too many, but what I wanted to show you was a shade that I wear almost every single day, and it's definitely my new staple. So I used to wear MAC's Texture every single day in my crease. It's a medium brown and almost matches my skin tone. And what I got instead was MAC's Saddle. It's fairly similar. Saddle is a bit darker, but it's actually a matte shade, whereas Texture has a little bit of shimmer in it. So there is a very faint difference, but you can definitely tell the difference when you apply it on your lids or in your crease area. So if you want that go-to shade for my skin tone, which is an NC40 in the MAC range of foundations, I definitely would recommend Saddle as an everyday crease color for you to wear. The next shade that I got is MAC's Blanc Type, and I think this is a matte shade as well. What I love about the shade is I wear it in my tear duct right here. So I wear this every single day, so it's definitely an everyday shade. If you're looking for a go-to white matte shade, this is your color. I'm not a fan of shimmery tear duct colors or shades, so if you're looking for something matte, I would recommend this product. The next eyeshadow I purchased is called Samoa Silk, and I've been eyeing this for quite some time. It's a matte squared shade, which means it's just ultra velvety and ultra matte. Here it is. It's a baby coral shade, and I think would go great as a all over eyelid shade. The next color that I purchased is MAC's Yogurt, and what I like to do is definitely wear matte shades on my eyes all the time. This is again a matte shade, and it has a little bit of a pink hue to it. So Blanc Type has definitely more white, whereas Yogurt is almost the same shade, just a little less pigmented and has a little bit of pink. So if you are wearing more purples, then maybe you can wear this in your inner tear duct. I actually like wearing this under my eyebrow to highlight the brows. So it's a great shade for inner tear duct or for the brow area. The last shade that I purchased at MAC is Deep Damsom, and I believe this is a MAC Pro shade. It's quite dark, and again it is a matte squared shade, so very velvety, smooth, matte color. And as you can tell from my video that most of my shades are purpley or plumish burgundies, because obviously that is what's hot this season, and I mean this will last you an eternity. So if you do have a MAC Pro store next to you or can order this online, I strongly recommend it. It's a beautiful shade, either for smoky purple or for accentuating your crease area. Definitely this is a beautiful purple shade, so go ahead and grab that. That's it guys for my MAC purchases. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!